Non-dual Hatha Yoga and non-dual meditation, what does it mean? As human beings, we have the tendency of believing that we are separate from everything around us. And this tendency causes us a lot of dilemma and a lot of struggle, because we are always trying to find a way out of that unfree state. We always try to find a way out of that separation. And we do this on many ways. There's a stage in our lives where we go, we go for money, food, power, sex, in order to have a happy, free life and to have everything we want and to self-express, our desires and our desire for a free, happy life. Well, many of us understand at a certain point that it doesn't work. We can work as hard as we want. We can have the most beautiful husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend. We can have loads of money. But we are still unhappy because there is still me and the world. Then we go on the second search, the spiritual search. Very often people understand, okay, being a workaholic is not the way. It doesn't work. I just get super tired. And then they drop everything, and then they go on a second search. And then they go on the spiritual search. And many beings embark on the spiritual search the same way they were embarking on the, let's say, the material search, is through inquiry, to acquire whatever spiritual knowledge is possible, and then I might be free. When I go on this workshop, I might be free. When I go on this retreat, I might be free. When I do this practice, I might be free. When I do this strong diet every day, I might be free. If I stand on my head for an hour a day, I might be free. Now, all these seekings might be a way of self-improvement, but it is not a way of self-transcendence. It is not a way of transcend that separate state, let go of the contraction, and re-establish in the free condition, which is always already the case, reality itself, from which everything arises. Now, non-dual Hatha Yoga and non-dual meditation is a practice that allows that end of seeking, and that allows that re-establishment or that realignment with the true condition. So what do I mean by the non-dual Hatha and the non-dual meditation? Well, Hatha Yoga traditionally is a path of seeking, is a path of if I do this practice, then I get liberation. And Swaratmara has made this incredible scripture called the Hatha Yoga Paradipika, which is a profound scientific manual on how to create a stargate inside of the human being. And so the techniques in there are extremely, extremely powerful if combined with the understanding that freedom is already the case from a non-dual point of view. So Hatha Yoga and non-duality are placed within the same framework. So we're going to express the non-dual state of freedom through the practice of Hatha Yoga. But we will not use the practice of Hatha Yoga for a self-improvement, but we will use the practice of Hatha Yoga within the framework of non-duality for self-transcendence. Because we will not go seeking through a practice of Hatha Yoga, but we will liberate the contraction through the non-dual understanding within a Hatha Yoga practice. The same counts for non-dual meditation. Non-dual meditation is a practice that allows that re-establishment or that realignment with the true condition. So what do I mean by the non-dual Hatha and the non-dual meditation? Well, Hatha Yoga traditionally is a path of seeking, is a path of meditation very often is seen as a technique, a visualization, all kinds of kriyas, all kinds of controls, all kinds of techniques. These techniques might, in a certain way, quieten the mind, but that's not what we are looking for. We don't want to quieten the mind. We want to understand that we're not the mind, and that from the mind, self-contraction happens, and from the mind, identification happens with our egoic state, with our self-contracted state. The mind can be a beautiful tool. The mind can be a beautiful tool for understanding, for speaking, for expression, but not expressing what the mind expresses, but what the heart expresses. So the heart, life, universe, uses the mind to express, but it's not the mind that should self-express. So in meditation, we are not going to look to quieten the mind as a goal, which many people try to do, but the mind cannot be quiet. Mind is mind. So mind needs to be left alone and respected for what it is. So the non-dual meditation has the same intention as the non-dual Hatha, is to express that life which expresses us. And we do that by leaving everything exactly how it is, and by not going into constant relationship within whatever happens within the mind. Because then when the relationship is established, then the identification takes place, and then world is seen and life is seen in that limited state from within the mind. So non-dual meditation is a way of transcending the mind instead of a way of self-improving or quietening the mind. It is a very distinct approach.